We're at ICAST. We're speaking with Brett at Fishbites, and they're going to show you their baits that are going to make it easier for you to catch fish.
How's it going, everybody? We're glad to be here. If you're not familiar with our product, we make synthetic recreations of all these different scents. You know, it kind of looks like bubble gum, but we have all different scents: shrimp, crab, clams, sand flea, squid, bloodworm. And it's a really easy bait to use. It has very little smell to us. Contrary to popular belief, fish don't smell the same things underwater as we do outside of it. And Dr. Carr, who invented this product, was a marine biologist at the University of Florida and spent 30 years studying chemoreception, which is what a fish is actually smelling when it goes to attacks his prey. And Dr. Carr broke it down to these essential ingredients and figured out what chemicals these were, and he put them into the bait. And they're all a little bit different. The shrimp has different chemical composition than the crab. And it's a really legit bait. It's got a piece of mesh in the middle of it here, and you're going to catch multiple fish on one bait. You don't have to worry about the stink from the squid or dead shrimp or anything like that. And you can use it for surf fishing. You can throw it under a popping cork. You can drop it down to the bottom. And it's really tough and durable.
Right, you can use it over and over then. Over
and over. I've had this stuff, I've gone surf fishing with it, I've left it on the hook, went back out 2 weeks later, threw it out, still caught fish. The scent technology is 100% synthetic, so it's never go anywhere. I've had people leave this in their tackle box on accident. The bait's turned completely brown, gotten really hard, they put it on the hook, still caught fish. The scent will always be there. And we've taken this scent technology now and put it into some molded shapes. Let's go over here.
Okay, do you put that straight on the hook, or do you use a jig head for it?
You can do whatever you want. There's several different applications. You can throw it on some other soft plastics that aren't scented to give it a little flavor. But you can cut it. You just cut it to size. And always remember, a lot of folks make the mistake of putting too big of a piece on. You really don't need that much. That scent is going to permeate as soon as it hits the water. Elephants eat peanuts, so put a little piece on and see what happens. We've got some really massive fish on just little pieces of Fishbites. And now we have these molded baits. This is our newest product here. This is a bigger curly tail. A lot of the snook guys and cobia guys have asked for a bigger bait, so this is what we come out with this year. But the beauty of these...
White knuckle.
That's a white knuckle,
That's the name of the color.
Yep, we've...
Look at the different colors they have.
Most of the shapes we have 8 colors in. The big curly tails are 6. The beauty of this product is believe it or not, it looks like a plastic or a rubber bait. This is actually 100% biodegradable for the exception of the glitter we put in there. And what's good about that is it's good for the environment, for one, but these baits are completely impregnated with scent, opposed to a lot of other scent baits that have a coating on the outside that generally washes off soon after you throw it in the water. So what that does is it allows, not having any plastics or PVCs or rubber, allows water to move through this bait, and as you're working this bait, the water's moving through our bait and it's leaving a scent trail behind. And the fish love this. We call this our secret sauce. We've did a study on this all across the country, and we gave them 3 different scents to try, and this is the one that came back as the best one across the country. And these baits are great. These smaller curly tails are great for flounder and redfish. The paddle tails are great for trout.
What do you hook it to?
A jig head. We have these jig heads here, and we also have some weedless hooks as well. Little screw tops. These are great for our jerk baits and paddle tails. If you're fishing in the weeds,
so you just fasten it onto that end.
Right, yeah, you just work the head of the bait there and then slide it back up through. That's
easy.
it.
And you have some over here with paddle tails?
Yep, we've got some paddle tails right here.
The paddle tails give a nice little action, and the curly tails do well. So when you move the bait, it just gives that little extra attraction for the fish to see.
That's right, and I'll tell you a little secret about these paddle tails that we've come to find out is they're a little bit stiff coming out of the bag, so you want to give that tail a good stretch, and that's going to give you a lot more wobble. So people ask me a lot of the time, it's like, are your baits, they're not made out of plastic or rubber, are they going to be tough? Are they going to get bit and torn off after one bite? As you can see here, these things are as tough as any rubber or plastic bait you're going to find on the market. And anything with teeth is going to take some chunks out of it, but I can't tell you.
Show them the tail. That's the little paddle tail.
That's the tail. You want to give that stretch and have that thing wobble, and it's going to add a little vibration in the water, and it's going to bring, between that and the scent, the fish is going to come to you.
Okay. Great. So everybody, where can you find more about Fishbites? What's your website?
You can go to Fishbites. It's www.fishbites.com. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook. Just send us a message. If we can help you guys, we're happy to do it.
That's Fishbites, B-I-T-T-E-S, B-I-T-E-S. And this could be your secret weapon and an easy way to catch fish.